on YouTube. Now, this is what I'm doing today, everyone. So I'm gonna get on here. I'm trying not to make too many long lives because I make some long lives, and I know a lot of times people don't want to be on no darn long live, but that's okay. That's how you get your watch hours. Okay, so I'm in the kitchen making this Mexican dish, and as I do the ingredients, I will talk it along the way. Right now, what I'm doing is cutting up some green onions of choice. You don't have to use these. You could use this recipe. Really, is like you could put your own flavor to it, right? So I'm just gonna tell you, but also one of the ingredients though takes rotel. I don't have no rotel, so the last time I used some salsa, just make sure it ain't like liquidy, okay? Liquidy, okay? So y'all, I'm trying to be funny. Don't make sure it's watery, okay? So I hope everyone's having a great day thus far. So I'm cutting up these onions. You can use purple onions, white onions. I don't know why they call them redhead because they're purple, okay? So we're gonna use these purple onions. I'm using green and white onions because the top is white and the bottom is green. Did I say all that? I sure did, and I mean it. So I'm cutting these up. It's almost done. Okay. Then I'm gonna proceed to cook the ground beef. I told my daughter I would make this dish for her. She loves it. She called me the other day and said, "Mom, but I was doing something, and when I go live, I like to put my phone on do not disturb because for some reason or another, every time I go live, people want to call or text, and don't get damn well I don't get no text." Okay, so this is not a boring live. I like to I like to communicate and conversate, and also on certain ones that I can play music. I like to play music. Sometimes you will hear my scriptures. Okay, and like I tell my granddaughter, that's my meditation. When I listen to my scriptures, I can tell you each one. But also I listen to other, and also I like to read. But I don't go to church. No, I don't. But I believe. I'm a believer. And whatever works for people works for them. They don't take you. They have to go to church, even though they say come to our Father's home. Well, where one or two is gathered, we all are in church. I can have church right here in my home with my granddaughter. Okay? So that's how I like to say it. See, that's one thing about this sister right here. I can talk the talk and walk the walk. There ain't too much no one can get over on me. Okay? And my mindset, and if I have a mindset, you can't change it. And I don't want you to, because that's for me, not for no one else. Right? Right. Okay. So, over there, and I wash my hands, by the way, a lot of times. So I'm getting a clean dish towel, okay? The other one that I had the other day is in the dirty clothes, okay? So, the seasonings of choice, taco seasoning, garlic powder. You can use as much as you want because that's why it's a powder. It's not a salt, okay? But I'm not a salty eater anyways. I'm a woman of a particular age, and I love, I should say I don't like salt, okay? I don't at all. If a food that somebody cooking or somebody fixing something and it's salty, I'm not going to eat it. I don't mean to hurt nobody's feelings. I don't eat salty food. Even if I'm making this too salty, I'm not going to eat it because I don't eat salty food. I had hypertension at one point in time, and I reversed it. Yeah, I did. And how I did that, stop eating salt and start eating what's healthier for me, like a lot of vegetables and fruits. I'm trying to be funny. Y'all know me. Probably a corny sense of humor, but that's okay. It's funny to me. So, yeah. I can't do no salty food. I don't understand. I see people cooking with this right here, seasoning, taco seasoning. Now I'm looking at the back of this pack. And it says spice including chili peppers and paprika, sea salt, onion powder, cornstarch, cilantro, and sugar, citrus acid. So I'm saying all that. Why would you have it salty and it says salt on the back of the package? That's a lot of things that people don't realize when you cook. Read the ingredients. Because you've been got a pack of meat and adding all this taco seasonings and stuff up in here and then turn around and add all that salt. You don't waste some damn food. And let me tell you something. Inflation, prices, high as it is. Okay? So we don't do that. We can't do that. So anywho, yeah, I'm over here waiting on the meat, like my grandma used to say. I got it on the fire. I'm not cooking it. The fire is, okay? That's what she used to tell us. I'm not cooking. The fire is. And once it gets a little brown, then I start adding my taco seasonings. You can use whatever you choose, garlic powder, however you choose it. If you like salty food, just salty it down. I don't, okay? I put some onions in it, okay? Also, this right here, which is the salsa quesadilla, or what is it? Queso. Okay, I can read y'all. This is spicy. I didn't realize it. So I'm glad I don't have the Rotel because the Rotel is spicy. And then I add the, I'm not going to put that on today, that tahine, my tajine, how the hell you say it? Okay, so this goes to the bottom. Then the salsa or the Rotel. Then after that, you put your meat mixture, okay? Then you sprinkle your onions, cheese, okay? Layer that down. Layer that bad boy down, okay? And then you put it in the oven. My oven's already on 375. So when I put it in there, it's not going to take long for the cheese to melt. Okay, so I'm going to come back over here. Let me see how many minutes I did. Okay. Okay, so okay, I'm still here, y'all. I was on this one site, now I'm getting on another one. Because the person that was on there, I know who he is. He's off, so I'm gonna get it together here, y'all. Ooh-wee. It's hot in here. I'm stacking right here, y'all. I'm still here. And this fan right here, it's hot in that kitchen. Why does this do this? Okay. I'm here, y'all. It's hot. It's cold outside, but it's hot in the house because I got a small kitchen, and baby, it holds heat. Okay. Okay, so I'm watching my meat, which is hamburger, and the seasonings again is taco seasoning. Okay. You can put whatever seasonings you want in it, but this is the way I'm doing it. And it's the way I saw it. So I'm doing it that way. Because of my birds. They want to be heard. Every time. It was cool. That's why I say about my phone. I have to put it on do not disturb because people want to notifications and all kinds of stuff want to go off. So I'm still here, y'all. I'm not going to be on here too long. I'm timing myself. I don't want to have my lives be that long. And so what I do is I do a live, and then once it's done, I'll do a short. That's how I do it. Do a live and then a short. And I'm going to show you, as I'm doing it. But right now what I'm doing is grounding the hamburger. I have taco seasoning. Garlic powder is the seasonings. And sometimes if you want to, you can put some onions in it. But this right here is a layer to the bottom. And the key thing is, the reason why you put that cheese at the bottom is because when you get ready to put it over your nachos, that way it can slide off easily. Okay, so okay. Okay, so if you're cooking this hamburger, that is, you know what? I can bring the phone over here for real, for real. I had them cleaned up over here in my cooking station, so I can put it here, and you can see me over here mixing my ground beef. Okay, now it's looking more brown. So what I'm gonna do is I don't like putting mine in right away. That's just my preference. So taco seasoning is going in. You can use whatever kind you want. That's your preference. And also garlic powder. You can use whatever you want. That's your preference. It's not a certain way, but I'm just on here, putting it on here. And I'm just putting it on here. Okay. Garlic powder's gone, so I got some more already. And then I'm going to mix that up in there. I'm being different today. I like being different. I'm putting some green onions in it. I put taco seasoning, garlic powder, because like I was saying earlier, I read the back of the package and it has garlic sea salt. That's what it was. And garlic powder. And I said to myself, why do people, that was a half a pack, so I'm going to take a little bit of this one right here, when a full pack, like to overly season the food. I don't understand that. That's confusing to me. That's just my way of thinking. So I'm letting the seasonings marinate into the meat mixture. I'm gonna show you what it's looking like, okay? Like I said, I'm gonna let y'all see. I don't want nobody saying you didn't make that. Okay, this is the meat mixture, okay? And taco seasoning and garlic powder and some green onions. Okay, so I showed y'all that. I like food to cook really, really well. I don't want no pink or redness in my meat. So I done mix that all together, mixy. Coming over here. And this was brand new, okay? But just because it was brand new, I cleaned it out. So it was air drying. Okay? That's what I want to say. You can use any baking dish that you have. Okay, so I'm using the disposable one. I'm making it for my daughter. Okay. I'm still here, y'all. Try to get some water. Are you serious? What the heck? I'm here, y'all. I had to go get some water. I'm letting my meat cook. So my meat is cooking. I had to go get my other device, cellular device. Okay. Okay. There we go. Okay, so the meat is cooking. Recap. I'm making a Mexican dish. I didn't even think about it. It's Taco Tuesday. And I got taco seasoning, garlic powder, and some green onions in there, okay? I'm going to wash my hands. already showed that okay, I have a clean towel because the other one was brown yesterday. Okay, so this is what I'm about to do. I already have the dish strainer over here. Everything that's in my kitchen is clean. Okay, so step by step. This right here, the hamburger's already cooking, ground beef or meat substitute or whatever. So what I'm about to do is okay. This is going in the pan. This right here. So I'm about to put, I can open it. Okay. Oh, girl, you're getting strong. At the bottom, some cheese. I used about a half of the container, and I'm spreading it. I'm gonna show y'all spreading it. Okay. So the cheese that's in here that I put in here at the bottom, I'm spreading it. Okay. And I use about a half of this, showing everything. Okay. A half of this. It does not have to be this kind, but this is what it is. Okay. This is what I'm using. Okay. So, let me see here. Yeah, I used about a half. And so what I'm about to do, you can either use Rotel or salsa, okay? I use both. That's the reason why I know. So, in my Frigidaire, I'm going to kind of like strain some of this out because I don't want it to be watery. And it's going on top of the cheese that I just showed. I'm going to show y'all. So, you want to, if you use a Rotel, you can strain some of the liquid. You don't want the full can. I'm going to let you know that. Do not put the full can of the Rotel. Drain it out, strain it out. And then it goes on here. Okay. Then what I do is take it and smooth it to the bottom. It doesn't matter. Cheese does not have to be still all. I'm going to show you what it looks like, okay? Show you what it's looking like. Okay. Turn the ground beef off. Set it in there. The heck? Okay. So this is what it's looking like. I'm going to turn the phone around. I'm on 2 devices, so I'm going to show you what it's looking like so far. Cheese, salsa, or Rotel. It's at the bottom, okay? About to show y'all too. So we have cheese, salsa, and Rotel. You can use Rotel or salsa, okay? And the cheese. So step by step, I'm trying to let y'all know, okay? That's how it goes. So now what I'm about to do is rinse this dish strainer out. Because at the end of the day, I had the salsa in. Because I use salsa and I use Rotel. You can use Rotel, but I didn't have none. And so the other time when I made it with salsa, so it tastes good. So I said, you know what? Use it again. Okay? Now I'm about to drain the juices out of this meat mixture. That's what I'm about to do. Okay? People say drain, strain, doesn't matter. It's a strainer and you're draining it. Okay? Because I know people like to correct folks, but hey, it's okay to be corrected. I can be wrong, you can be wrong, I can be right, you can be right, or we can just disagree to agree. Doesn't matter. Okay? So I'm letting some of the juices run off the cooking meat. Then after I put the meat on top, I put onions on top of the meat. Okay, so we got the cheese, the salsa, or you can use Rotel. Draining the meat mixture. I use taco seasoning and garlic powder. That's a recap. I got some green onions I'm gonna put on top of the meat, and then I put the cheese, whatever cheese of choice. I have here this kind. Okay, this is the cheese of choice. Okay, and a little mozz, but I'm not gonna use that. It doesn't matter. You can mix it up however you choose. So what I'm about to do is put the meat mixture in here now. Some is mine, some is my daughter's. Okay. Okay, so I'm spreading it out. I already got my oven preheated, okay? The oven is preheated. I'm gonna show you what it's looking like. Okay? I'm doing a step-by-step with y'all, so I just want y'all to know this. I'm putting a tad bit more in here because I'm not trying to act all greedy. Okay, so here's the meat mixture. Okay, so you got the cheese, salsa, or again, Rotel, hamburger. Then I'm about to put some of these green peppers. It doesn't matter. You spread it like you want to, okay? More. I'm going to put more, but I'm just, trying to show step by step. So, here we go. Over here. Okay? So again, recap. Cheese, salsa, or you can use Rotel. Then I put the meat mixture. Then I'm putting some of these onions. And let me tell you, even if your kids don't like onions, they can't taste it. And then after this, I'm going to add the cheese, okay? I'm going to add the cheese. Okay? It doesn't matter what kind of cheese. Okay? So now I'm adding the cheese. And if you want to, you can garnish with some more onions. So I'm adding the cheese as much as the law allows, okay? I'm so serious. My daughter said, Mom. I'm like, okay. First time making the dish. It's good. And I'm talking about not just my daughter or my kids. Other people say stuff is good because somebody would probably say, well, maybe you're not a good cook and your kids probably used to your cooking. Well, my kids is used to my cooking. I'm going to show you what it's looking like. I'm doctoring it up. So, this is what it's looking like. This is what it's looking like. Okay, I sprinkled the cheese on top. So, recap. We have this at the bottom. Then I put salsa, but I drained some of the juice out because it's, watery or whatever. Or you can use Rotel. Green onions on top of the meat mixture first, and then green onions. Then I put the cheese of choice, then some more green onions, okay? Again, recap. Okay. First, the cheese go at the bottom. You can use Rotel or salsa on top of the cheese. I use salsa, but I strained it or drained it. Then you put the meat mixture on top of that. Green onions, cheese, and then you can garnish it again with some green onions if you choose to. Okay? Now, the oven is already on 375. It's been on, so I'm going to leave it in the oven for probably 10 minutes. You just basically want the cheese to melt. I have mine, but right just yet, I'm not going to make it, okay? Because I'm letting that cook. I just wanted to focus on getting my daughters done. So when we pick up the kids from school, I'm going to put mine back on here in this pan. It'll already be done for when I go down there to get the kids. That's what I said. So. And y'all, I'm going to tell you something. I like to clean after I go. I don't like no dishes piling up and all that stuff. I sure don't. So this will conclude my live over here. So I hope everyone remember what I said. I did step by step, easy. You can do it with your eyes closed, okay? You can put it in a wrap if you choose to. Have a good one. Until the next one. That was on my Facebook channel, okay? Okay. I'm gonna go in my room for a minute. I'm not gonna be on here with y'all too long. Because I'm gonna get off. And like I said, I don't want to have my lives to be long, long, long. But I just love y'all. I really do. I was on the phone. Um, I didn't show y'all what I do for real, for real. If everybody's wondering, what does that lady do? I sell jewelry. I was on TikTok this morning. I sell jewelry. And tomorrow will be 6 years since I've been with this business, which is paparazzi. I'm pretty sure a lot of people know about it. I'm an independent business consultant. I make candles and sell them. And I say all that underneath one breath. If people say, she sure off making a live. Being a content creator is money, okay? It's income and it's work. I was just on Facebook, YouTube, and then this morning I was on Facebook and TikTok. And I'm saying all that to say, give the people what they need. That's how I feel. Entertainment. Entertainment. So I don't have time for I'm trying to stay out of the negative realm. Life is too short. It could be long too. And that's what I'm trying to think about. The long haul. You cannot predict. No. We can't. I've really been working my butt off today. And I'm proud of myself. I don't know why I didn't turn off the notification. I hate when I don't do that. Okay. So okay. So this will conclude my live. Y'all subscribe to my channel, hit the notification, like, comment, share. And I like to kind of like do recaps. What I was on here doing, I was cooking a Mexican dish. Very easy, simple. It doesn't matter how you eat it. It's however you want it. You can put the mixture that I just made basically in tacos, okay? You can put it over tacos, chips, tortilla chips. You can put it in a wrap. You can fix it how you want. You can add more stuff to it. And I say all this because sometimes I I had made a video of some tacos. And trust and believe me, I don't really care what nobody say. But I'm just saying this as an example how narrow-minded people can be sometimes, right? Narrow-minded people can be. People leaving messages and stuff, y'all. I'm sorry, I'm multitasking. And so I had made some tacos and I had for my grandchildren. Look at the topic. Grandmother of 5. Maybe I need to say grandmother raising 5. Maybe that's what I need to put on there, but I'm gonna keep it the way it is because I love it. Grandmother of 5. I know how they like their food. And if I don't, I would ask them, what do they want? I'm not going to force them to eat the stuff that we would. Some people put olives, lettuce, onions, tomatoes, salsa, beans, all that stuff. Kids don't want all that stuff. So being that they don't want all that stuff, why would I waste money? So I asked my grandchildren, I said, what do you want on your tacos? I kind of knew, but I still wanted to make sure. 2 of them like the meat, of course, cheese, and sour cream. Okay, 2 of them do. They don't like salsa. They don't like all that other stuff that I just named beforehand. My other granddaughter, which is the youngest, she wanted the meat, the cheese, the salsa, and the sour cream. She probably would have wanted some lettuce if I had some. And I did, but I just didn't cut none up because I didn't think to go that far. Somebody said, ew, what kind of crap is that? Okay, that's what your eyes saw, crap, right? But how do you dare say, what kind of crap is that? I'm not cooking for myself. I'm cooking for my grandchildren. I don't eat typically like that. You hear what I'm saying? And that's why I said small-minded, narrow-minded people. That person must don't have no child or something, because for you to make that comment. And I said this morning when I was on TikTok. I really don't care if somebody get on my platform and say something so crazy, because I can do 2 things. I could block you or delete it. More likely, I probably would delete. I'm not going to block you, because if I see it, I'm not going to read it. I will respond. Not saying I'm going to respond to everybody. I try to get to who I can get to thus far. Or I might pin saying thanks for all the love, support. I appreciate the comments. And if somebody asks a question, if I go down, because I'm pretty sure everybody can go down everybody's message. Because sometimes people comment after lives, right? People say crazy stuff. And that's what I say. That's where I'm at in my life. I don't have time for it. I have to stay focused. I just got finished talking to this caseworker. I have to stay focused, not for myself, but for my grandchildren. Okay? So I don't have time to feed into people's negative baloney. I don't. And why do people have that much energy to get on other folks' videos, platforms? Now, let me tell you something. I'm not saying this for every situation, because you got people that's out here on these streets. They are making a spectacle of themselves, and people like that. I said on my other platform, I said, why is it that people like negative behavior over positive behavior? You got people that will follow folks for all that tea stuff and negative stuff. Where here I am raising my grandchildren and showing some damn jewelry, okay, so I can get a freaking vehicle. I'm doing a legal thing, the right thing. I'm not hurting nobody. And I ain't asking nobody for nothing. I'll say this. If anybody want to support me, I have a Cash App. I have grandchildren. And like I told the lady today, my life changed. And I'm not saying this in front of my grandchildren. My life changed. Things happen. So just because, oh, what do you get? What kind of income do you have? If you think I'm getting something from the state, I just got approved for my granddaughter to get some glasses. Then you got to look at the fact, if a person's a taxpayer, you should be able to get something when you need it, right? That's not saying that you want this. Say, for instance, you get laid off on the job. You're supposed to let your kids starve? That's what it's for. Government funding is free money. Taxpayers such as myself and you deserve it. So people want to put a label on a person because of certain things. That's sad. I'm in need. I got up this morning with energy. Last week, I did not have it. Okay? I didn't have it. I felt sad, depressed, drained, frustrated, aggravated. I just felt all kinds of emotion. And I spoke to someone about it because, like I said, my closet had flooded. All the stuff that was in there, except for some of the stuff that was on the shelf, top shelf, in the hangers, had to come out because they had to cut the wall, pull up the carpet, the pads, bring 3 dehumidifiers, 1 air purifier. And this all started the 29th of August. On what's today? The 17th of October. And I was like, oh my goodness. I don't know if it's because I got OCD. Maybe I do. I don't know. But then again, I think it has something to do with it looked too cluttered. I mean, my daughter took the stuff out. The man took the stuff out. I took some stuff out. You got a walking path, but to me, I know that stuff don't belong there. And I know I saw somebody else on YouTube yesterday saying the same thing. If you know that it don't belong there, there's a place for everything, right? And so the thought of me knowing that it don't belong there, I think it was aggravating me. I finally got that door over there where the clothes is at. They're not there no more. Now they right across from where I'm looking at, but I fold them up and I have them in totes because I'm not putting no more boxes in there and no more bags because my suitcase had a lot of stuff in it that got messed up or damaged. Sometimes it's good to keep a suitcase just in case a natural disaster take place. You got to have your important papers in there. Thank God I didn't, but I have all my stuff together to go. But clothes or what have you in there, all that stuff got messed up. All of it. I had to wash oodles and oodles of clothes. Okay? Y'all, I'm talking. I got to get up too. I got to get up because I got to go in here. And I don't want to run my mouth to the point to where I'm messing up the dish. It should be done because everything was cooked. It was just that I was letting it out so I can show you what it's looking like. Okay? Here we go. Pot holder. Boy, y'all. Snap the mama. No, not for real. I'm gonna show you what it's looking like. This is what it's looking like. I'm gonna scoot it back for the fall, and I will be really sad. I got it over there now because, girl, you being clumsy. Okay, this is what it's looking like. This is what I fixed, okay? And I was just waiting on the cheese to melt. There you have it. Okay, So I'm gonna do a short too. I like to, cook. Then I like to also do a short. I'm gonna turn this oven off because, like I said, everything's done. I was doing this for my daughter. I'm covering it up, so I have it. I have a lid, but I don't want to put that on just yet because it's plastic and this thing is still hot. So I'm covering it with this baking sheet top pan or whatever the heck you want to call it. There you go. Oop, there it is. And I'm done. They ain't take no time. Like I said, I got to get on here and rub my mouth with my peeps. So I'm just saying, everybody be mindful. Stop being mean, cruel, hurting people's feelings and stuff like that. If you don't like what somebody's saying, just don't. You ain't got to listen. My story, my journey might not be for you. So on that note, I'm about to get off here, let that cool. I'm gonna put the lid on because I have that aluminum pans that have the lid that come to it. That way I don't have to have no foil paper over it. And it'll be cool off in time for when I get my grandchildren. I can take it to my daughter. And I don't have a car. She lives out here, okay? I've got backup on what I say because nothing's I'm lying about. My daughter had moved here and she's here, back here, and she had a place before she came here. And so she's just so happened live out here. And I'm proud and I'm so happy and I'm so grateful because even though I feel alone a lot of times, I have her, but she has things too to do and deal with. I'm not saying I can't talk to her. That'd be a bald-faced lie for me to say. But still, sometimes you do go through things by yourself. You don't have nobody. And sometimes you don't want your family to know everything either. So I talked to someone today and I felt good knowing that it was somebody outside my family. Not saying I don't want to let them know, but it still made me feel good. So on that note, everyone have a terrific day. Ohana's, you are terrific. And always remember that you are.